It's Conduit News Radio with Paul Harrell.
Mr. Parliamentarian.
Mr. Sergeant Orange, for what purpose?
Admittance for the Speaker of the Arkansas House of Representatives, the Honorable Matthew J. Shepard.
Please admit Mr. Shepard. Judge Shepard, you're recognized.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Matthew Joseph Shepard, do solemnly swear.
I, Matthew Joseph Shepard, do solemnly swear.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of Arkansas.
And the Constitution of the State of Arkansas.
And that I will faithfully discharge.
And that I will faithfully discharge.
The duties of the Speaker of the Arkansas House of Representatives.
The duties of the Speaker of the Arkansas House of Representatives.
Upon which I am now about to enter.
Upon which I am now about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you. Thank you. Please be seated. Mr. Parliamentarian, members of the House, honored guests, friends, family, thank you for being here today and thank you for this opportunity. First and foremost, I want to thank God for His love and provision in my life. And regardless of what position I may ever hold, or no position at all, I will always give Him all the glory, honor, and praise in both good times and bad times. I want to thank my wife, Allie, for her love, support, and sacrifice as I served here in the Arkansas House of Representatives. Without her support, my service in the legislature, and certainly becoming Speaker, would not have been possible. I say it all the time, but there's no doubt, there's no question that she has the hardest job in the family, managing a household of 3 children while I'm away in Little Rock. I also want to thank our children, Eli, Mary Kate, and Libby, for their love and sacrifice as well. I realized recently that the vast majority of their lives have been spent with me either running for or serving in the House of Representatives. And I've certainly done my best to be there for them at football games, cheer competitions, dance recitals. And this weekend we even hosted 15 10th grade boys in our house. So between that and committee selection, I'm operating on very little sleep. But they have put up with a lot, and I wanted to say thank you to them as well. I'd also like to thank my parents for all they've done for me and our family, for teaching me the values that form the basis of who I am today, for seeing further I see in them and in their careers as a judge and a public school teacher. That's what first sparked my interest in public service and appreciation of public service. And I can never fully repay or thank them for all that they have done for me. I'd also like to thank my sister and my brother, my grandmother, and the rest of mine and Allie's family for all their support through the years. No matter what the need, they've always been there for us. And particularly with my brother, who's also my law partner, along with Will Haggai and Jennifer Rhodes of our office, I believe they're upstairs, who hold down the fort in El Dorado while I'm here in Little Rock. And I'm certainly appreciative of that. Obviously, I have a lot of thank yous to be made. And as I thought about all those that I need to thank today, I also recognize that each of you as members of the House have family, friends, co-workers, and others who have sacrificed and supported you so that you can serve here at the Capitol. And at this time, I'd like for you to join me in thanking all of them for their support and sacrifice that makes our service possible. For me personally, I'd also like to thank the people of South Arkansas a few of whom are here today, from my campaign chairman to my treasurer, my outreach director, my communications person, that all have been there with me from the very first campaign, and the many other friends, both Republicans and Democrats, have always been there to support and encourage. I've been truly blessed to never lack for volunteers and support, and to enjoy broad-based support back home, and that, I believe, has enabled me to be more effective here in Little Rock. It is always special to represent the good people of Arkansas, and for me it is even more special to represent my hometown where I was born and raised. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the members of the House, for the confidence that you have placed in me. I'm humbled by your trust, and I pledge to always do my best to uphold the tradition and the stature of the House. 22 years ago, I first entered this chamber as a junior at Ouachita Baptist University, serving as an intern in Governor Mike Huckabee's office. I'd sit in the gallery, up on the top row on this gallery over here, and record the action of the floor and report it back to the bill room for tracking. I never imagined nor seriously thought that one day I would later serve as a member of this body. I think back 8 years ago to entering this chamber as a newly elected freshman legislator. At that point, I did not truly know what a blessing it would be to serve with so many wonderful colleagues from all corners of the state and from all backgrounds. Irrespective of politics or policy differences, the friendships I've made here are some of the greatest and most long-lasting that I will likely ever know. 22 years after first stepping foot in this chamber, and 8 years after I first became a representative, I begin my 5th regular session in the House and take on this new role. As I look at you today, I don't see 100 individuals, but rather 100 representatives, each one here on behalf of approximately 30,000 Arkansans back home. As we sit here today on a very important day, many of those 30,000 Arkansans in your district and mine could not care less about the trappings of our offices or how we select our committees or who the chairpersons are. Ultimately, all they care about is that they can live, work, and otherwise enjoy the freedoms and liberties that Arkansans have enjoyed for generations, and they want to pass on those freedoms and liberties to their children. Not unlike what was stated in 1874 and read again today in the preamble to our state constitution, which says, "We, the people of Arkansas, grateful to the Almighty God for the privilege of choosing our own form of government for our civil and religious liberties, and desiring to perpetuate its blessings and secure the same to ourselves and posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution." We must never forget what a truly humbling privilege this is to serve, and we must never forget who we serve. Our service will likely not be easy. It never is. There will be days in the session where the problems or the issues we face may seem too great, where the temptation is to look for the easy way out. When those days come, I ask that you remember that those are not real problems. Those are minor inconveniences. You think of those who face real challenges today. Families who keep watch over a loved one at Children's Hospital or at UAMS just a few blocks away from here. You think of the family trying to make ends meet one day at a time. Or you think of the single mother working multiple jobs. Or the victim of crime trying to put their lives back together. Those are real challenges, not whether a colleague voted against your bill or whether you had to wait a little bit longer to present a bill in committee. Or do what I do and go look out the windows to the north, as I've said many times before, and be reminded that the people of Arkansas are going about their lives, and they have trusted us with the preservation of their liberties and blessings. Too often, I believe we've allowed the supposed significance of our position to go to our heads, that we've confused political challenges with real-world challenges, that we've expected everything to go our way around here, but truthfully, we're not entitled to anything. We come here from the four corners of this state to do the people's business, and as long as we remember who we work for, the people of Arkansas, and that this institution, the People's House, is not here for us, I believe we will come a lot closer to meeting the expectations for which Arkansans 145 years ago thank God for the privilege of choosing. In short, our service is not about me, it's not about you, it's about the people of Arkansas. So whether you're from the mountains of the Ozarks or the Ouachitas, or the fields and levees of the Delta, the suburbs and cities of central Arkansas, or as myself, from the pine woods and river bottoms of southern Arkansas, it's time for us to go to work for those who matter most, the people of Arkansas. Thank you again for your trust and confidence. May God bless this house, and may God bless the great state of Arkansas. Thank you.